All right, let's look at the tension bracket. Um, this one's is kind of complex for you when you're doing your orthographic views. It's pretty well laid out. You've got you've got some tangent arcs here in both views, and in this case you can use a fillet command, or you can do tangents. Um, yeah, fillet command works the best up here, or you can do circles, tangent, tangent, radius. That work too. Um, but pay attention to your hidden lines, because when you get down here in your front view and your side view, you've got some kind of tricky looking hidden lines. And then you've also got fillets um, that in your orthographic views you'll include those fillets, but in the isometric view we're not going to include any of the fillets, but we will include these tangent arcs that come around. It's really hard to draw um, fillets in AutoCAD 2D and isometric. Uh, back when we used to, back in the days of doing hand drawings, which the textbook, most of these were hand drawings, and draw those little arcs to show the fillet or the round. Or we would use a different line type, kind of similar to a phantom line, to show that that was supposed to be a filleted edge. Anyway, so I'm going to walk you through how to do some of this. Uh, I've got some of it set up, and we can't really do an overall box because it's a weird shape. So I started here with this front section, and I did a box that's the overall size of this front section here. And then I drew it, uh, it's all straight lines, pretty simple, okay? The little circle there, that's an iso ellipse, okay? Iso circle, sorry. And then I know the center line of the slot is 2.4 back from this edge here. So I just copied my construction line back, made it a center line, and then copied that both ways and did the iso circle at both ends. Okay, and that gives me the location of the slot. Now, keep in mind, all of this stuff I've created here is on the very top surface. Okay, and then we'll draw the top surface, and then we just copy it down to get the bottom edge of it. Okay, so this stuff here at the back, I know that back line, I got a construction line right here, and that is 5.26 from the very front, from this corner straight back, 5.26. So I copied a line back, okay, and that gives me the rear corner, the rear top corner, okay. And then because it's a center line and symmetrical, I just copied left and right, and I got these center lines here, which was a dimension of 2.88. Then I just copied over to get the outside edge of the object, okay. Drew my iso circle that's a radius 0.3. That's that distance up, okay, and that gives me kind of the rear of my object, okay, and I'm going to refrain from trimming anything else until I've copied that stuff forward. But I know it comes forward 0.56, and so what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and copy those things. And I am going to copy them .56 forward. That looks kind of thick. Let me check that. .56, okay. And do a bunch of trimming. And actually that would be not seen either. Okay, now I want to go with well, actually, I'll take this one and copy it. I need a tangent line. Let's see, I'm going to turn off ortho mode. I need a line tangent to those two arcs to show me the top of that thing. Oh, can't trim it because it's the end of the line. Okay, and so there's one of the rear parts there, and let's see, let's do an ellipse, iso circle, change that, and that hole is diameter 0.19. Oh, got it too far ahead of myself. Okay, and so there's my hole. And so you kind of do the same thing over there. Now the hard part is getting these tangent arcs in. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that on back kind of long there. And if you haven't figured out yet, you cannot use a fillet command. There's not really an iso circle command that will match these things up. We could do it with some geometric constraints, but that comes later in the semester. Okay, so I'm going to pause my video here and get some stuff set up, and then I'll come back and show you how we would do this, especially if we were drawing it by hand. Okay, so stay tuned.